morning, I'm Ruth Williamson with One Man Cups in Sherman, and we are here today for our weekly event. We hope to caffeinate our startup community here in Texoma by engaging with startups and businesses less than 5 years old. So today is September 19th. Our sponsors are Douglas Distributing, Ideation Station, Bean Me Up, who gave us some great creme brulee coffee, Bows and Arrows Realty, Photography and Video Marketing, and TechWave Internet Service Provider. And let's listen to a little information about 1 Million Cups.
1 Million Cups is a weekly educational program developed by the Kaufman Foundation.
It's a place where our entrepreneurs can come and connect within the community.
There's a real kind of vibe or a real energy here that's about supporting entrepreneurs.
We have 2 presenters each week, 2 entrepreneurs. They come and tell about their journey. They each have about 6 minutes to present.
You're telling people what you're up to, and you're essentially getting feedback from them.
There's about 15 to 20 minutes of Q&A.
All the questions that they asked us really got us thinking about new ways to think about our business.
It was good just to be able to get that feedback from the rest of the community.
So over the years, we've added more cities. Creates a great energy here to see what's happening across the country.
Last question for you, what can we as a community do for you?
So what can we as a community do to help you question is what really coalesces the community around every single presenter.
When somebody applies to present to 1 Million Cups, they're instructed to watch a series of videos through the Kaufman Founder School website.
It's invaluable information for someone who is founding a startup.
I felt better prepared, I felt more confident, and I think a little more focused than I would have been otherwise. And I not watched the videos in the founder school, so it was a great way to prepare.
I really like the educational component of 1 Million Cups because it does create that open forum.
You can hear great ideas that will help you start thinking even more about what you want to do with your business.
What I've learned from other entrepreneurs is very, very valuable.
The cool thing about 1 Million Cups is that you're amongst other people like yourself. Just hearing someone talk about their startup, it just was magical to think, wow, there's other people out there like myself.
Sitting in a room with other people that have ideas too, it helps people to leave thinking, you know what, my idea is worth something, it's worth pursuing, it's worth going after it. Even if it looks like a challenge, I should still go out and try to do it.
Like you, we are entrepreneurs that have started a business from scratch, bought a franchise, done an acquisition, mergers and acquisitions, and we are the heart of Texoma and make business happen in this area. And we'd like to connect with you and help you accelerate your business or caffeinate our startup community. If you will take a moment to download the app and check in on the app, then we can register your attendance. Today we have Rajendra Wagle with Reggi's Liquor, and he's here to update us on what he's doing in his business, what's new about his business, when he opened, and what he plans to do in the rest of 2018 and into 2019. Raj, you want to come up? There you go.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rajendra from Reggi's Liquor in Sherman. Reggi's Liquor was opened almost a year ago in September. And the end of September, we opened it, soft opened it, and we did grand opening ceremony on the October 20th. We did with Sherman of Chamber of Commerce and with the help of local people. So of course, it's a small business. As an owner of like small businesses, there are so many things happen and it's still going on. So that I've been facing throughout the whole year. So when I launched this business in Sherman, there was kind of news like it's coming. And then of course I presented last time too about my business we founded, it's a family-owned business, and we have prior experience of running gas station convenience store, working hard, try to make success, so that way we can come up, do better in coming future. So then we started journey, and then so far sell-wise we've been doing good too. So by the volume-wise also we are selling, since we are in good location. Last time I also told you that we are in good location. So that's why, which makes me to advertise all the people, you know, when they drive through, going the other places, every day coming home, because it's harder in Sherman, Texas area. So that's why, that's another reason people attracted to me. And another reason, like I say, when I did business, I did incorporate with the Reggi's company. It's under the Reggi's name now. Right now, around 10 stores are running in GFW area, which makes me able to buy with the vendors in good deal. So that's why we have more capacity of buying more products, so that way I can get the better deal. So then I can give the customer in the better prices either, compared to all the rest of the stores. So that's another thing people like to me. And another thing is, like I said, I told you last time too, is customer service is a great service. I also, most of the time I also spend over there. My wife works with me, she helps a lot. So I mean, so we are kind of developing the relationship with the people. So some of them are really like repeated returning customers. So they like to share their, you know, their ideas. I mean, they like to, when they come to us, they like to talk to us. So that's another reason this is small businesses are running. And then the same way, that's the journey. And then after me, there are other liquor stores also started to open in town. And same way, the Walmart is fighting to get the liquor licenses to put the liquors in shelf. So if the Walmart get, the other also they start to put in the shelf. So despite it is a TABC, they have separate laws governing since 8 years that they are regulating that liquor business. But again, I heard like I mean, there was like around 7 months ago some judge ruled in favor of Walmart that in Texas this is kind of unconstitutional, but Texas House is fighting there that TABC is whatever they're doing, practicing 8 years in the liquor law, that's right. So the same way I think that is better, why not do I move forward for the expand the business? Because first when I started there was a lack of resources, lack of budget, because it's all the high dollar business, you know. So that 1 year it takes me to accumulate some resources. Though I didn't get that much return, I just invested whatever I make. I invested over there and keep on investing from my back sources. I manage all the store to convenience store. So that's why then I decided to go to wholesaling. And like 3 weeks ago, we finally got a permit of Class B license of distributing in local areas. And now I can able to distribute in Grayson County. And then what I started is now I make a plan to do like free delivery. I'm not gonna charge anybody else around the area to make it. All are like, I mean in Grayson County like 15-20 minutes of drive of radius, we can reach everywhere else almost. So why I need to charge that service fee? I work hard, I involve myself, you know, so that working like 60-70 hours as a small business hour is really hard job, but I'm happy because I'm doing. And then I get that license, because another reason behind it, my price was better. A lot of restaurant manager and owner, they came to me and they said, well, you got great services, you got better prices, why not you guys go to the wholesaling? So that's why that's another factor which helped push me to go to the wholesaling business. Though some of my corporate other stores, they don't have in the wholesaling and distribution experience, but I say, well, I'm gonna go. Experience by learning and doing by learning, you know. So that's why I started. And then I started go to market. Some of the accounts I already get it, like around 7-8 accounts I already switched. I'm going every day, going to the restaurant, business owners and go them and get my flyer of like price code of major product, what price I have, what price they are buying it, and people, those who are go with me through that my price code really like it. Maybe some of the other business, some of them, oh, we've been long time with this business, that business, but it's okay. We are, at least I'm started, and those who are people like me, they are my goodwill. They're gonna tell in market that, oh, we are doing this and he's good guy and I'm doing good, giving good services. So that's why I'm happy. So far I've been climbing up one by one from the business, from the scratch or from very bottom level to up. So the 1 million cup of the forum like this, like other activities is really helping to connect the people in society and to flourish the business. And the same way I started doing some of them like non-profit to like donating a little bit. If some local organization come, well, Rajendra, we have this program, we have that program. Can you help us, donate us? I can donate them. Whatever I can as per my capacity. And recently I've been doing. I think it's brunch is happening. I'm one of the sponsors of that program, providing like champagne over there. So been living 10 years in the Russian country, and I started to connect with all the people and pretty much know the geophysical situation about all the businesses of local area and local community. I need help from all like small restaurant, hotels and clubs owner, just help the independent small business owner like me to get flourish the business in the Texoma area, which eventually helps for everywhere. So thank you. Mike, if you guys have any comment, questions,
So you,
please.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so you are making waves, you're getting contracts, so you're just, how are you doing it? Just knocking on the doors, visiting people?
Yeah, I think I am. In chain supply industry, what I feel, just you open and put in the sign, we are doing it, also nobody gonna come and then see. And for that, I did 1 week, and then I realized, well, I have to knock the door. And I have to knock the door, everybody. And I started to go to the business. All the I started from the Sherman. Basically, I'm now reaching every single clients of the Sherman, like those who are running on the restaurants, bars, and clubs. So I'm reaching to them, I'm knocking their door, say, look at my prices. You can compare the price that you're getting from the previous vendors. Or I'm going to give you delivery in your upfront door and with free of cost. And not only this, if while you're running your business in the middle of the week, something out, you can give me a call. I'm going to drop to you. I'm nearby you. I'm ready to service you. The way I've been approaching them. So some of them are already sweet. Some of them are making mine. Some of them say, well, I'm on the way to connect with the corporate people, and then they're going to decide the way thing. And somehow there is a difficulty among reaching the managers to the corporate people, because some corporate accounts like a chain restaurant and or big bar, they decide by the corporate, and some those who are the managers, those who communicate, they already like us and they are planning to switch. Some of them are, well, I go to there and they don't believe me, or I don't know. It's, well, we've been there a long time and and then we may not gonna switch it. They just simply answer by not reviewing my list, by not reviewing what I have and what pricing I have, what services I have been giving them. They simply say that, but somehow in Sherman, I already told you, I've been involving in socially, I'm in the chamber and the 1 million cause and here and there. So a lot of people I know, and they've been helping, even the city people, the council, some of the council. Last time when I meet some of the councilmen, they say, well, Rajendra, if you have any problem in the communicating with business owner, to set up their meeting with them and then communicate with them, just help. You can knock us too, will help you to set up meeting for this business owner, so that way you can help get it. So I'm really glad. I've been living in 10 years, so locally and helping the locally. So that is another complementary factor to me, So, but again, there are a lot of challenges in the business, while you're doing and customer service. This you have to do time divorce and everything, and this, especially this liquor wholesaling, we have to track every single vendor or every single product that we sell. We have to put like state controller tax on it, and then report the data to the TABC through the controller office too. So that's why kind of we have to manage everything else, you know. So, but again, I told you, that we can a lot of challenges are there. So,
So
but
it
I'm trying
sounds
to
like,
take it.
it's complex to have that level of service. Say delivering small batches, and as you develop your relationships, you'll have to come up with routes and things like that to be their supplier, because on both your side and their side, they have to do the accounting of every piece, every SKU they get, and the quantity they get. Everybody has to do that in that market. What is the biggest objection that you hear the first time you meet somebody that doesn't know you?
First I went to the market, simply I just distribute my flyer of pricing, but they're really not serious. Maybe, like I say, if I'm selling from the trunk, or backside or something, and again knock the door second time, and I started talking, this, that, I have this product, I have that product, give me a list, I have all the product that you carry, I can provide better pricing, better servicing. They are kind of convinced. And third time, and then might be fourth time they switch account to me. Mm-hmm. It takes it's really hard job, it's by simply going say, oh, I'm this, that, oh, give me no. And they, so that's why.
Everybody in the supply chain, you think about some of these places, there are products, that are hard to get. Mm-hmm. So, one thing you might want to do is identify their pain point.
Right.
We have a hard time getting this brand or this, particular product, and, trying to work with them to make sure they've always got the right supplies.
Yeah, right supplies with the right time. Another thing, right time. I don't want to mention, I have one of clients, they're running the restaurant. They say, well, I need the service either Thursday and Friday in between 3 to 5. I don't want all the time. My employees are all busy, I have the schedule, all vendors at the same time. If I am able to provide that time, then he's ready to switch. And then I'm giving a service at that time. So that's everybody have their own time, own schedule of handling, clients or the vendors. So you are, in that sense, you are right. So that's what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to reaching, and then of course I told you, I'm in now 7-8 accounts I switch up. If my account's gonna exceed it from 15-20, I'm planning to buy this separate distribution truck and hire the distribution guy, so that way I can expand more. Mm-hmm. So based on the volume or the performance I made it, I'm gonna planning to make the business strategy. So like I've been doing, I started from the scratch. There was an old 22 years old restaurant was there, and we remodeled it, did everything else, and started retailer. At that time, people were happy that we had better prices. And then the retailer also I'm doing good, because my day by day my numbers are growing up. So by retailer wise too. So that's why it depends upon the volume of the performance wise. I'm planning to expand my businesses in this area.
Do you have to increase your insurance for delivery? Your liabilities go up for delivery?
Yeah, liability go
different
up.
laws for transporting alcohol?
Yeah, of course. I think right now I've been doing my vehicle, to be honest with you, my vehicle is registered to the TABC that I'm carrying with this vehicle, because you cannot do like outside county. As per the liquor law, this is only inside county. Okay. I'm eligible to distribution inside the Grayson County. Yes. So I can go like Oklahoma or like Fannin County or Lamar County like that. But if they want, they can come and buy with me, but I can't distribute like this way, as per the legal law. And then another thing is I'm not being able to reach all the places, but gradually I've been switching, because it's officially everything I need to manage. I told you, like I said, set up account, their list, set up their pricing, everything else. So it takes a time, but gradually I'm doing better so far,
So do people know where you are?
Yeah, location-wise, most of the people are when I went their business, oh, are you that person? Are you that from business? Yes, and we start wholesaling, okay, and we'll check it out. Leave it your list, or I will think about it. We'll talk with corporate people, and we'll review it. So people are giving word of mouth. But again, I want all community members please check out my the price code or services, the product or the list I have. So everything is transparent. I'm in the middle of the market. People can compare the price and see, and I'm open to everything else. If they are not satisfied with the service I'm providing with anything else, I'm ready to mitigate that problem or solve that issue and then move forward in it.
So most of the time in sales, you want to replicate success. So have you identified the defining characteristics, creating a customer avatar for each place you've had success, so you can figure out how that target market you can replicate? You go find another one like that one. Have you thought about doing that? These are your A clients, B clients, C clients, so that you can organize your outside sales activity until you really get it established and get that distribution guide.
Right. Yeah, I keep in mind on that one. But again, as being like a distributor in customer seller point, I have to treat every client equally and fairly basis, even in price wise. But I figured out what's the volume of that, the particular client who buy like around like big volume, then obviously there is a kind of leaning go to them like better, But again, this all the community people, whatever, no matter what, it's like either big accounts or small accounts, treating them fairly,
I'm thinking more about your close rate. This kind of client, you're able to when you go talk to them, you're able to close 70% of them. This kind of client, you're only able to close 30% of them because they have to talk to corporate, or there's a longer lead time before you actually get a sale. So I'm talking about classifying your outside sales activities so you're maximizing your close rate, and then when you hit 80% of the people in that target, then you move into the next target level. So,
Yeah. Right now knocking door and doing. I think another point, what I was thinking on the other day, that I have to somehow, if the communicate not become success with that manager, I might be reached to the corporate people too, because all the corporate people, they can come over here. I need to find the ways of communicate those corporate people handling over here, so that way I can reach the corporate people, and of course if they get better deals, save money and better services, they can direct those who are running this location switch with them, So I need to find that way. Probably I'm going to get success with them. I'm trying to seeking that way too. So yeah, and then of course I'm setting some targets, setting some goals, and trying to move forward in it.
Do you have any, and you're doing all the selling yourself right now, marketing yourself?
Yeah, doing myself.
Yeah.
It's a family business. Like I said, I told you, I have a 2 employee work with me, but in marketing and reaching to customer and reaching to manage, I'm doing myself, because I have little prior experience of, engaging in community. So
I think it's important that they know who you are and connect you with that business.
Yeah.
I think that's true for most of us, don't you, JJ?
I do.
Yeah, once I kind of establish and meet the target after 1 year, 2 years, then I might not need it to reach all the people who still order me, what I'm doing. So.
Are you leaning toward or helping getting someone else who's done the wholesale and distributor model and doing this, or it's just complete in the dark and you're just stumbling and walking around trying to figure it out yourself? Like, are you trying to work with someone out of Dallas or Austin or San Antonio who's done this kind of model to coach you and teach you?
Not really.
Not really?
No,
Okay.
it's all our learning by doing.
Okay. Hey,
Nobody guiding. Even to be honest, fear I told you, like I said, I have to report all the data what I'm saying. If any confusion come, I call TABC, I call the state controller, so they are directing me, do this way, do that way, do that way, so that way I'm learning by doing. So, and anything come like with this, they say, well, do this way, put the data like this way, and report the data like this way, and you can do that limit, you can do that limit, like TABC, people are guiding me. But of course, if I want to take class, I can go their office and take a class, but here all the digital technology, if any confusion comes, that's called the TABC or all the state controller, they're going to guide you for how to do it.
So to kind of dovetail off what Bruce was asking just a bit ago, what is your best client right now? So without the corporate chain, still in that, who are you selling to right now? Just the small mom and pops, and you've got a good success rate with that?
Yeah, it's a local restaurant.
Local restaurants.
Yeah, local restaurant.
Not chain local restaurants.
Some of them are chain too, but some are local restaurants. To be honest, I'm just giving an example like Katrina Tequila Bar.
Yeah.
They buy big volume. They are tequila bar. They buy a bunch of tequila. So they are really doing good. So like I say, all the like chain market, Red Lobster, Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse, they are already switched with me. And even the Hibachi and some of them like big hotels are also like on the lineup for me to start with.
Yeah.
And then of course I'm planning to reach on Denison, Parks Row, up to Whitesboro,
Sure.
And Texoma Lake area, we're running like bar and club. I'm planning to reach him gradually.
That's good. So is this kind of, you're going to spend more time on the wholesale distributor? Do you find that to be a better revenue stream for you versus just the
Yeah,
store?
since I already established in retail, and my wife is helping me to retailer too, but right now I'm mainly focusing on wholesaling, spending, marketing, reaching them,
Sure.
adding more clients. So
But do you see the revenue to be better in the wholesaling versus retail? Or is it kind of a mix or kind
the
of?
thing is, the wholesaling we don't collect the sales tax. Sales tax is to be collected from there then, but the retailer we collect the sales tax. So
Sure.
revenue wise, like retailer is the performance. So again, like the wholesaling, that's why I told you that all the tracking of data need to report to the controller office,
Sure.
so they can see how much of the volume of product went, and as per this, whether they are collecting the revenue or not, they can put a track on it. Again, it's like local, it's all the local distribution, which eventually helps the local people, goes tax to the local offices,
Sure.
for the, to utilize in the proper development process of this, that.
Good job.
And how long have you been doing that wholesaling?
Oh, 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks, 3 weeks. It's
So the
starting, yeah.
success rate's pretty good.
Exactly.
3 weeks. Honestly, 3 weeks. I've been running in 3 weeks. Last week, 3 weeks completed. This is 4 weeks I've been running.
That's good, man. That's good success rate so far.
Yeah, and in August, I made first month, I started end of August, made it 2 accounts. And in that September, I added like 4 accounts. Now I have 6
You've
accounts.
got confirmed demand,
Sure.
so good job.
You've proven the model out. Now we just got to scale the model and go and get more people.
Now I'm getting the day-by-day knowledge, different idea, how to communicate. Like I said, I was earlier and Ruth was telling me, well, if you go to a vendor, why not? If someone are rude with you, like telling, oh, no, I'm taking a long time, I don't know, I'm not going to go anywhere. I can tell them nicely that, oh, I'm taking me as alternative vendor, if anything else, put me another vendor. I didn't realize that point. Now I realize that point. Every day learning, to put new ideas, new innovation, so I can better deal or that expand the business and better way to communicate with the business owner or the managers.
Sure.
Thank you for that.
Thank
All right.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Good job.
Thank you once again for the 1 million cup of Sherman to help to flourish the ideas, knowledge and sharing among the people.
And look, there you are,
Yeah.
right on the corner of
Right.
Highway 75 and 82. Well, I want to thank everybody for coming to 1 Million Cups and watching our video. Next week we have Jobbertunity, and the week after that we have Wovie. If you're interested in promoting your business and working with other entrepreneurs and being mentored in starting a business, please contact one of the organizers, and we look forward to seeing you next week. Thank you.